From Glee. They've released the songs from Glee. That's going to be airing tonight. That's the tribute to Corey Monteith, the actor who died of a heroin overdose over the summer. Lots of controversy about this episode. Maybe we'll get to it a little bit later on, maybe tomorrow. Next hour, the board meeting is in session. Jane Duker, former chief of staff of Governor Holden, John Lamping, as well as local attorney Jay Kanzler. Right now, though, our old friend from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Nick Pistor. Nick Pistor, good morning this morning on the Big 550 KTRS and your newspaper, Stltoday.com.
Good morning, McGraw.
What's going on with this Arch Grounds and this World Monuments Fund?
Well, essentially, there's a fund in New York City. It's an international fund where they target monuments throughout the world that are in danger or have some problem. A couple of them are in Syria right now amid political unrest. The Arch has made the list for its staining and corrosion, and the National Park Service, the local folks here, have asked this fund to kick in about $150,000 for a third phase of a study into this staining, where they would send some investigators and engineers rappelling down the side of the arch to figure out what to do, how to clean it, and how to fix it.
The idea was that the arch was made of stainless steel so it would never get dirty, right?
Not necessarily. In fact, in engineering reports that I had read a couple years ago when we were reporting on this, said that the arch would need to be cleaned. However, Eero Saarinen, who designed it, never developed a mechanism for how to clean it, so they just never did. And through the years, dirt has collected, particularly on the inner curves of the arch. And that dirt, if it is left even on stainless steel, it will cause rust, and it will cause a lot of problems. And so since none of that has ever been cleaned off, it remains. And then on the outer part of the arch, you start now to see a lot of streaking. So it's staining and streaking and rusting.
Yeah, I get the streaks on the outside. That makes sense to me. You have a stainless steel refrigerator, and water runs down it, you get some streaking. What I don't understand are the splotches and the marks on the inside. You would think it would be more uniform, but they're sort of haphazardly on the inside, right?
Yeah, and it appears that it's in areas where dirt can collect a little more easily. On the outside, it appears that the rain will wash it off and sort of fall down the arch. But on those inner curves, which is an area that doesn't necessarily have the same type of effect, that's where you're getting a lot of different problems.
Are there any plans to clean the arch?
Well, that's what they're trying to do. They've been trying to raise money in phases to do this. However, they're planning a big 50th anniversary celebration where they're supposed to kick off the brand new arch grounds and all of that. And yet, most likely, the arch will remain dirty for that because they still don't have a price tag on what it would cost to clean it or what it would cost to fix the corrosion, because you need special solutions and special solvents to even do that. And then you need to send men up there to figure out how to do that correctly. So, but the interesting thing is that in the article today is that this national group, this National Monuments Fund, said that they would try to help raise $150,000 in a public-private partnership type of a thing. Yet we have a public-private partnership here in St. Louis raising money, millions of dollars, to reshape the grounds around it, but they have said that they're not interested in kicking any money, apparently, to fixing the arch itself.
That is interesting. The inside of the arch has come under some criticism. I know some people have been locked in those eggs for a couple of hours at a time. How's the inside of the arch working?
Actually, a report that came out about a year ago had said that the arch is in good condition. There were some problems with some cables that busted. We've had some photographs of rust on the interior side. They said that they've taken care of a lot of that. One of the engineering reports that I read a couple of years ago talked about the arch having its own ecosystem on the inside of those legs because during certain types of weather, the arch heats and cools fast, and it creates condensation on the inside, and it creates fog and all sorts of things that go on in those legs that we don't see.
Fog on the inside of the arch. There's some breaking news for you. This $150 that this World Monuments Fund wants to kick in, no one knows how much it would cost. So we don't know if that $150 would be the whole thing, but I suspect it's probably going to cost more than that to clean the whole arch.
Right. What they're wanting to do is a third phase. They've been studying this in phases. They're wanting to do a third phase, which would be an additional study. The total price takes $300,000. The National Park System says that that they can kick in $150,000 of it, and they need an additional $150,000 from somewhere else. So this Monuments Fund said they would approach some corporations, or they'd try to be an intermediary and help raise the money for it.
One of the other, in your article, Nick Pistor, that I was reading, a couple of the other monuments that's on this list, isn't the city of Venice on this list as well?
It is. That is endangered, as they said, by the cruise ship industry, as well as wear and tear over the years from the elements itself. And there are a lot of other places that have made it onto this list just through years of either neglect, of natural decline, or of political unrest.
Yeah, Venice is thousands of years old, and the arch is 50 years old, right? I mean, Venice is built on wood planks. The arch is built on stainless steel, and it seems like Venice has held up better than the arch has.
Yeah, one thing the Monuments Fund is saying is that they're really wanting to watch the arch. They think that the arch can be preserved, and a lot of this can be prevented, and that's why they're trying to kick in the money now. So we have the arch here for years to come. I think maintenance is a key important issue, and cleaning it as well. And the unfortunate part of it could be that when we do celebrate the 50th anniversary of St. Louis's international icon, that people are going to look up and they're going to be in the newly reshaped arch grounds, but the arch is going to be dirty.
Can't you get some Clorox wipes and just sort of wipe it down?
I don't think it works that way.
Nick Pistor with us from Stltoday.com. Nick, good work. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, McGraw.